I thought in my life I'll never say this, but Bubsy 4D is really fucking good. And the game's not even out yet. I played the demo that just came out on Steam here recently, and dude, I've already poured in 5 hours into this demo. And there's only 3 levels in this demo. And dude, I'm having so much fun with this demo and game. It's so good. I cannot express enough how peak this demo is. I'm currently making another video right now, but I just have to talk about this demo real quick. I just gotta get my thoughts out on Bubsy 4D's demo, because holy shit, it's good. I know I keep saying that, but the fact a Bubsy game is actually good is honestly pretty surprising to hear. Also, before we go on, I just gotta say this. I am a huge fan of 3D and 2D platformers, mostly the 3D kind. I grew up with these type of games, mostly the ones during the Xbox 360 and GameCube era. Games like Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, New Super Mario Bros. Wii, Sonic Unleashed, the classic Sonic games, Sonic Adventure games, Crash Bandicoot Trilogy, even some Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex and Twin Sandy, SpongeBob, and other licensed platformers that came out in the late 2000s and early 2000s, some Rayman Origins and Legends, and etc. and etc. I haven't played all of 2D platformers and 3D ones, but I played most of them, or I played the most popular ones, and some little lesser known ones like Sly Cooper and Gex.
Yeah, that lizard.
Not like Sly Cooper isn't popular, but in terms of like the big boys like Mario and Sonic and Crash, he's a little low, but you get what I mean. So regardless of that, I am a big fan of this genre, and honestly, my favorite thing about the 3D platformer genre is the movement, dude. Like, when I first played Super Mario Odyssey, that blew my mind. Like, in terms of like how the game played in its movement. I felt in love with how 3D platformers can move sometimes. Like, for example, Super Mario Odyssey and Super Mario 64. These games control fantastically. Even though Odyssey is the best controlling, I still think 64 controls great for what it did back in the day. It was the first 3D platformer, and holy shit, it still is one of the best 3D platformers, even though it's the first one of its kind. It's honestly impressive. But yeah, I really love the movements in these games. Most of the platformers I do play are like speed ones, like Sonic the Hedgehog, and combat focused, like I guess Sonic or like any other platformers. The only ones I can think of that have combat on the top of my head is Ratchet and Clank. I never played it, even though I really want to play Ratchet and Clank, but I know those are the platformers I play. Is basically like linear, speed-like, and a bit combat focused, and also story focused. But I do love this side of platformers where it's movement based and it's a little collectathon. I really do dig collectathons as well. My favorites I'm thinking of right now is obviously Super Mario Odyssey and 64 and Galaxy. I still count Galaxy as a collectathon, even though in terms of the gameplay it's linear. I consider a collectathon because you're collecting stars and green stars. And not only that, I also like the Spyro games. I haven't played the other two yet, I know, but I 100% had Spyro 1. Amazing game. And yeah, I really enjoyed the collectathon genre for platformers. It's very fun and honestly very relaxing because the worlds are super fun to explore and the characters are super charming. Back on topic, I don't know if you know who Bubsy the Bobcat is, but basically he was one of the other platformer mascots we got in the 90s, like Mario and Sonic the Hedgehog. But Bubsy tried his best to fit in, but let's be honest, Bubsy sucked. His games were just bad. Like, every single one was just bad. I would say the first 2 Bubsy games, or the 2D Bubsy games, are okay. But there's one Bubsy game we all know is bad. And knowing that, Bubsy as a character is pretty annoying, honestly. Pretty lame. Like, compared to like Sonic the Hedgehog, which is what Bubsy is trying to copy off of, he stinks. Like, the speed of the original Bubsy games are just super janky and not fun to control at all. Like, it's not the worst thing in the world, but if you want to play a 2D platformer that's fast, there's one right there for you that's 10 times better than Bubsy. And now, Bubsy 3D, just look at this. I don't really need to describe how bad this is, man. Sure, it was the first of its kind technically, but Mario 64 came out before Bubsy 3D, so yeah, this game sucks so bad. But I'm not going to beat a dead horse already, because we all know Bubsy 3D is trash. Back on topic. Bubsy as a character is lame and honestly pretty annoying. Like, he throws off one-liners and it's just trying to be funny all the time. And all the time that he speaks, it never lands.
I knew I should have taken that left turn at Uranus! Was it something I said? What could possibly go wrong? Now, what would a platform game be without platforms? I wonder if there's any extra lives up there. An arrow! Aren't these game designers wonderful?
The one character I can think of that does what Bubsy does is Gex. But in my opinion, Gex works and is also pretty funny here and there. I also find him pretty charming.
It's tail time! 4 on the floor, baby.
That's what I call getting some tail. All that work and I'm back where I started. It's just like college. Will somebody please call the maid? Don't drink tap water at Jerry Garcia's.
This is like an all-nighter at Richard Simmons' house!
But Bubsy, his voice is just annoying, ear-piercing cringe, and the stuff he says is also cringe and annoying. Unlike Gex, he does say stuff that is annoying and stupid, but I don't know. Just the way he talks and has the confidence is pretty charming to me. And also, Gex is not that annoying. Bubsy's way worse. I'm not going to go in depth with the Bubsy lore. You can look up some other YouTuber talking about it, but for the people that don't know, we'll just say Bubsy is pretty bad. So when I heard that Bubsy is getting a new 3D platformer, I just could not believe that. They really want to touch their foot into 3D platforming again, even though the first attempt was so bad that it took them like nearly 20 years to make another one. And this isn't the first time Bubsy returned. This is his 3rd time. In 2017, he returned, and that game, which is basically a meme game, let's just be honest here, they only made it just because Bubsy 3D was bad, and that was funny. That's all that game was. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I forgot what it was called. That's how forgettable it was. And the other game they made was Auto Runner. Yeah, pretty forgettable. And these games weren't bad, but there's other platformers you can play that are way better than these games. Not even the second game's a platformer, but I'm pretty sure there's a better game you can play that's better than whatever this is. So yeah, since this is Bubsy's 3rd return and his 2nd return into 3D platforming, I was really curious how they were gonna top. Well, they can't top it. How they're gonna do this game. And holy shit! Like I said at the beginning, they nailed it. This game is developed by Fabraz, which is an indie developer that also makes 3D platformers, notably the Demon Turf game. And I played Demon Turf for like an hour-ish. Not saying the game is boring, far from it. This game's incredible and I really want to finish it, but life's getting in the way. The Bubsy 4D demos get in the way, and also I'm kind of platformered out. Like, I'm a bit burnt out with platformers right now. But regardless of that, Demon Turf is a really good 3D platformer. And for Braz, knows how to make a 3D platformer. This guy knows, and I can tell that he loves his genres. And him working on Bubsy was a good choice. Because holy shit, this and Demon Turf are really good games. And what's cool is Demon Turf is like $30. I got the game on a Steam sale for $11, and for what you get in this package, the Queen's Edition, it's pretty good stuff, man. And also, if you really want to play Demon Turf or the Demon Turf franchise without spending money, right now there is a demo for the new Demon Turf game called Demon Tides. And from what I heard, it's basically like Bubsy 4D. So that's good, I'm assuming. I haven't played it, but from what I heard, and after playing this Bubsy 4D demo, I just know that Demon Tides is a really good game. And also, play this demo, dude. It's good. Knowing that this game is being published by Atari, even though this isn't Atari. But you know what I mean. It's published by the people who bought Atari out, you know. So yeah, they are giving Bubsy a big risk here. But I think the risk they're taking is going to be worth it, because this game is really fun. And Bubsy's big comeback, and honestly his big redemption arc, is starting right now, and honestly, I'm happy to see it. Like I said, I don't like Bubsy, but I like this new direction of Bubsy. I'm not gonna lie, I really dig it. Alright, I'm gonna talk about this demo because I don't want to make this video any longer than it needs to be. I will say, I'm not gonna go too in depth with the demo. I do want to save my thoughts when this game full releases. But for now, I just want to talk about this demo for a bit. So we start out with a opening cutscene of this game. And don't expect a big story, because you're not really playing this game for story. You're usually playing this game for the game. If you want to play a game with story and that's a platformer, play either Sonic the Hedgehog, like the modern games, or play Psychonauts. So basically, the story, quote unquote, is these sheep alien thingies, I'm not too sure yet, because again, this is a demo, we don't know most of the story yet, are taking the golden fleece from Bubsy. And you expect it to be the Willies, since they've been the recurring enemies in the whole Bubsy franchise, but no.
The Woolies are back! What do we do? Ugh, again? Aren't they tired of the same old shtick?
This time they want to do an original villain, and it's these bots, clever name, sheep alien thingies that are taking the golden fleece, which is basically your golden star and your jiggies of this game to collect. And you have your characters in this game, which are Bubsy, of course, Terra, and Terry, which are Bubsy's sisters or brothers, we don't know. Kids. I know I called the girl cat Terry Terra. I just realized that both of their names are Terry, but one has a Y and one of them has an I at the end of their names. So yeah, I can't read at all. So yeah, your boy's an uncle in this game, and he's a bit of an old head, let's be real here. Oblivia, which from my knowledge, she appeared in the original TV pilot of Bubsy and never appeared anywhere else in the franchise. So the fact that she's in this game is honestly pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. And Virgil, which I don't know who the fuck he is. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know who the fuck all of these characters are besides Bubsy. I'm just playing the game. I don't even know the Bubsy lore, so yeah, that's basically the premise of the game here we're dealing with. But like I said, that's not the focus here. The focus is on the gameplay, and dude, this movement is probably the best movement I ever used in any 3D platformer ever. I thought Mario Odyssey would be the king of when it comes to movement in 3D platformers, but Bubsy just topped Mario, and the fact I'm saying that is honestly kind of terrifying. So the moves you have in this game are your triple jumps, your double jumps, and your little flutter jump. I know it's not a flutter jump, but the way you use it can be like a flutter jump, if that makes any sense. A dive, and a hairball move, which is basically you being Sonic the Hedgehog. Again, going back to the roots of the Bubsy franchise of Bubsy being a Sonic knockoff. And you have your dive, which has been a big staple in the Bubsy franchise for some reason. I don't think Bobcats can float like that. In these moves I just listed, you can combine them in so many ways. Like using the dive and the glide move, not only to position where you're going to land on the platform, but also make sure you can land on that platform easily without having too much momentum. You do a triple jump plus dive, gaining more distance to where you want to go, obviously. You can do a dive plus a hairball mode move, which basically means like you can like dive in a certain direction you want to go and also get momentum by doing that. Again, there are so many ways you can fuck around with Bubsy moveset in this game. And that's not even all of his moveset. You can unlock additional moves for Bubsy in this game. Like example, in this demo, there's 2 moves you can unlock. OG Coyote mode and the twirl jump. The twirl jump is basically the spin jump from Super Mario Sunshine. It works as it did in Mario Sunshine, and it works as it does in this game. And my favorite move in this game, OG Coyote time. So you know how in Looney Tunes, like when the character goes off the edge, they have a little brief moment where they're walking off the edge, and then when they realize they're off the edge, they fall. Applied that, but as a move. Holy shit, that is genius, dude. There's so many possibilities you can use this move with. You can go far off to the edge, dive, and get closer to the platform you're trying to reach. It's awesome. You have to do it off a cliff though, but regardless of that, there's so many possibilities of you fucking around with this move, and it's great. It's just great. Didn't fully go in depth with the hairball mode, but like I said, it's basically like you playing a Sonic. And I just gotta say, Bubsy 4D has better momentum than any Sonic game I ever played, dude. It's fucking ridiculous. The fact Bubsy was a copycat of Sonic the Hedgehog, he just topped Sonic for this game, and it's ridiculous. I played tons of Sonic games. I'm the Sonic guy, but dude, I gotta admit it, man. This has better momentum than any Sonic game I played, and it is so addicting. It is so fun to fuck around with the hairball move. I usually do the dive plus hairball mode combo. Like, if I'm going too fast, I'll jump, do a dive, and then go straight back into hairball mode if I'm going a little too fast for me to handle. And also, I can handle the fastness of the hairball mode most of the time now. Because holy shit, it is so much fun to do this. Like, dude, just look at this. You can skip most of the levels by using this. And dude, it is so much fun to break this game with the hairball move plus the dive, bro. It is awesome. And there's upgrades you can get for this hairball mode. Obviously we can't get it right now because this is a demo, but from what I'm seeing, this is gonna have so much potential in speedrunning. I'm super excited. And speaking of speedrunning, there's time trials in this game, and I don't really do much time trials. The only time trials I really do are in Sonic games because, in my opinion, they're made for Sonic the Hedgehog. I did touch in time trials in Crash Bandicoot and a bit of Pac-Man World, but those are just okay. I prefer Crash's more because, in my opinion, the game's more frantic. And Pac-Man World is just eh. But yeah, these time trials are so much fun to do. And dude, I'm not even good at this game because people have found so many exploits and so many strats to the hairball move that I can't even register how to do. Like, I really do not know how people do it, but holy shit. It's so good. The momentum of this game and the physics of this game are just the best I ever seen in a 3D platformer at this moment. And I 100%ed this demo twice, bro. I am addicted to this game. I am going to 100% buy Bubsy 4D when it launches, dude. I know this game is going to be good. I already know it. If I already spent 5 hours and beat a demo twice, this game is going to be very special in the 3D platformer community. And also the soundtrack is just, it's so good, bro. It's so fucking good. The music in this game, in my opinion, is like dad music in a good way. It perfectly fits how Bubsy is as a character. And it's so freaking charming. It's like the platformer music I crave in these type of games. And Bubsy in this game is tolerable. I like Bubsy in this game. And I thought I'll never say that ever. His quotes and one-liners in this game are just so charming. And dude, his voice is so good too.
Hey! Why are you turning the voice slider down? Stop that! Hey, wait a minute. This is censorship. I have First Amendment rights. Did you seriously just turn on tank controls? Why? Thank you. Now I can move like a normal bobcat again. Seriously?
And apparently, Bubsy in this game is voiced by the guy that does Keener in Digital Circus. And holy shit, it fits him. I don't want to go any further to this game because the game hasn't fucking came out yet. But this demo has surprised me, man. If you have not played this demo yet and you're very curious about it, I'm telling you, it is not waste of your time. It is so good. If you love 3D platformers and speedy type games like Sonic the Hedgehog, you're gonna love this game. Trust me, it is worth your time. Oh shit. That was a lot of rambling there, but dude, I just had to get that out. This game is just so good. Alright, I'll see you guys soon when I make another video because I don't know how long that's gonna be since I'm gonna be playing this demo until this game releases. You guys have a great day and make sure to like and subscribe because I'm definitely gonna be talking about this game when it comes out. So yeah, that's it. Peace!